Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Maggots671 aka Phil. Hope you're doing very well. This is day 2 part 1, going up with secret spots, or the secret spot for monsters, this time using maggots. Also a quick heads up, there's a little bit of buzzing in the background still. This is from earlier on in the summer, this footage, so I didn't realise I had this little technical issue, but it's very light, so hopefully it won't bother you too much. So I had quite a lot of bad luck again this summer. Didn't get down as many times as I wanted to get down about 4 times for 4 weeks, but ended up just being just over a week. So I've only really got the 4 episodes here and a little bit of pond fishing for later. I'll be carrying on with the free fishing series in the winter, so keep your eyes open for that. And also I'll be doing the usual thing of leaving all the available links in the description below. So I hope you enjoy. Right then, so we're off again. I think it's day 2, part 3. It might be day 2, part 2, not too sure. Not a clue at the moment. Had lots happen to me, but I'm out on the water again. Going to go up to the secret spot, or so-called secret spot. If you don't mind not saying anything in the comments, if you recognise it, that'd be great. They will be deleted, just to let you know if you do mention anything like landmarks, that type of thing, because it was given to me as a sort of a bit of a secret thing, you know. Just don't spread the word too much exactly where it is. So anyway, went fishing the other day, didn't have much, but got attacked by swans. You might want to see that, that's quite a laugh. Spent most of the day just being attacked by swans. My fault, all my fault. Check there's nothing behind me, totally my fault. But yes, so here we go, secret spot, here we come. Oh, maggots, corn and lobworm today, and float fishing, so I in theory should blooming well catch something. We can only hope. Oops. Snap right. That's taller than I wanted. So I'm thinking about actually trotting a float along this little hedge line here. Sorry, it's what, I don't actually know what it's called, but the stuff hanging in the water here, there's a lovely little sort of run here. It's got to be something under that hedge, under that growth, you'd imagine. So maybe trot one just along here, along those 2 bushes there. You know what I mean. Beautiful spot though. Absolutely beautiful spot. Let's just hope I catch something. I'm not going to go quite as far up this time, I don't think. Whew. What a gorgeous spot though. What a gorgeous spot. One of my favourites at the moment. I keep saying that, I do have lots of favourite spots, but this is a bit special. Right, let's do a U-turn. Just float down the river a little bit back to where I want to be. Gorgeous. Nice and cool here as well. It's about 28-27 degrees. There's about 35 to 40 in the tent where I'm staying at Apps Court, but yeah, it's mind-blowing the temperatures at the moment as soon as you hit the sun. So very low water. We've had lots and lots of drought the last couple of, well, since April I suppose, that's a guess, but round about then. So yeah, it's going to be hard I think, but I'm hoping to put out at least some silverfish, maybe a chub if I'm lucky. I've got 8-pound main line, which is really what you want, because it's they can get quite big here. So it's going to be a bit chonky, sort of trying to delicately roach fish, but and obviously I've got a 8-foot rod, so, but it's a nice softest action one I could get. It's a pellet waggler rod actually, so it can handle carp as well, you know, not big carp, but it can handle carp, so I think we'll be all right, you know. So this is where I'm going to go. I think I'm going to just trot up there, just where I said before. I'm just going to lay the line. I moored here originally twice. I fished this in last year's season, once a few days ago. And so I'm going to just try slightly trotting a float just down that line, I think. So I'm not going to get too close to it now. And I'll be seeing you in a second. Okay, so we're here at last. I didn't do a long beginning this time because I was up here the other day. There's no point in repeating what you've already seen, you know, within reason. First of all, before I start, if you do enjoy what you see along the way, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. I would really appreciate that. It makes a massive difference to my channel. Just hitting that little like button, you know, the little thumbs up. That would be greatly appreciated. So we're going for some silvers, we're going for chub. You know, you might catch a barbel if you're lucky on the float here. If I do, I'm in trouble, but I've got 8-pound line. I've got some decent maggots, some corn and some lobworm. And also, I didn't have time to shave this morning, so I do apologise about that. It was so hot, I literally couldn't shave. It must have been 32 degrees in the tent, something like that. So I literally couldn't shave. So I do apologise for looking like a scruffy git, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. We'll all have to suffer it today, won't we? Thinking about setting up another anchor. I haven't actually cast yet. I haven't done anything. There's my corn, there's my maggots. I'm just going to reel in for a minute. I'm going to leave it about half an hour. I'm just going to keep feeding constantly for about half an hour without putting a single line in, other than an empty hook, obviously, just to sort of store it, to keep the rod out of the boat. And today I'm using, it's the Extractor Plus Specialist Avon, made by Sonic. It's a bit of kit. It's 10 foot, 1.7 pound class, and it's an absolute real bit of kit. So I'm looking forward to using that. You know, 8-pound line right through to a bit of a chonky looking setup, but it's okay. It's okay. It's you know, you got the right thing. You got the hook. You got the weight. Then you got the slightly less gap here. That could probably go up a little bit, to be honest. And then a couple of bulk shot here, and just a crystal waggler, because I'm not really set up for this that well. So but you know, a float's a float. It will just sink when it gets a bite. It's not like I'm on a pond where it's going to be very difficult, you know, without a ripple on the water or anything. So yeah, so I'll leave this out and just feed for half an hour. Boring, I know, but I'll spare you that. I'll spare you that, no problem. Okay. Whew, that's hot. Oh. So this is where I'll be feeding. I've got a mixture of red and white, and I've got a lot of maize in here, which is a bit of a bugger, but that's okay, we can deal with it. It's just like setting off a powder puff. Quite a few at the start. I just want to get a bed at the bottom. I really want those to float down to the first and second hedge line that you can see that's sticking out the bushes there. That's really where I want to be fishing, along that line there, you know. So it's quite a long trot, but that's okay. And now I've put in about 5-6 decent pouches over the last 5 minutes, I suppose. And now I'm just going to start dribbling them in. I'm not going to feed, I'm not going to cast at all. Just going to do the normal thing. Even sometimes just a couple of maggots. Well, maybe not one. That was a little bit a bit small actually. They're falling through the catapult. Might have to change my catapult. That's something I'm pretty sure I did bring as a spare. Oh, on the belly boat, it's a bit of a bugger. So, because if you drop something on a belly boat, it's gone forever. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. Oh, I did. Got the batteries in this case here. GoPro batteries. There we go. Let's see if we can get a better. I'd say that's just exactly the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same. No point. Same size holes. That's all right. It is what it is. There you go. I just have to put a couple more in because they'll end up falling out all the time otherwise. So that's not so bad. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit here for, like I say, 30 minutes. Enjoy the scenery. It's crystal clear today. 2 days ago it was really quite coloured. I only had a hard bit of rain up in the Midlands, so it doesn't take much to change the colour of the water, but I can't quite see the bottom here on this side now because it's just a bit deeper, but I could see the bottom over there. So yeah, wish me luck, and I'll be back to you in about half an hour once I start casting. So this is where you have the problem with the swans. It was my fault the other day. I was feeding them and I had them all around me. Well, nice bit of video of that actually, but I'm just going to wait a little bit. I might have to feed them off. I do have some duck food, so if necessary I could try and just sort of keep throwing the duck food on the other side, but it's a bit of a worry to say the least, because they're greedy little buggers. I've just seen one fish rise. It was tiny, but nevertheless. Keep your eyes open for extra fish surfacing as well. Sometimes they come up to the maggots, you know, so sometimes if you see a lot of fish busting on the surface, really you want to put a lot more maggots in, because all the little ones are getting them before it gets down deep to the bottom, you know, where the bigger fish are generally. So God, I'm a scruffy person today. I'm absolutely covered in maize. Look at this, covered in maize. Haven't shaved. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. About 20 minutes now, I suppose, something like that. Okay, ready, almost ready. Almost time to fish, I would say. I've seen quite a few come up here and there. Had a swan in the swim. It's a bit deeper than they can reach, but it may have scared them a little bit because they're not resurfacing at all. That might not be a bad thing, so let's give that a go. Let's give that a trot down, shall we? Use size 14 wide gape, micro barbed. Something, I'm not sure what brand it is, never really know, doesn't really bother me as long as they're a decent sort of brand, you know. Let's do a typical red and white. I do top to tail sometimes, it stops it spinning a little bit on the hook. Like that, you can, it's a bit more equal, you know. So, check for swanage. No horrible swans, lovely. This may get bitten off before I even get to flick any maggots in. We'll see. It's the first time I'm fishing with maggots and for silvers since I started my YouTube channel. Blimey. So, wish me luck, won't you? Right, that was a terrible cast, but that's fine. It is what it is. I may move the bait tray over actually because it's on the wrong side. Yeah, that was an absolutely terrible cast. Let me try and get her out a bit more. There you go. Lay the rod out. Let the current do the work, then you're not scaring the fish by recasting too often.
line needs to come off the reel, because the first time I laid the line this morning on the reel, so it's still got a bit of memory to it, so I need to sort of cast a few times, you know. Let's hold it back a bit. It's a bit shallow where it is. May need to just let the anchor out and get a bit closer so I have a bit more control, because it's only a short rod. Yeah, okay, I got this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just lay the anchor, but that's okay. Not really disturb the swim yet. Not where I want to actually catch something from. So I think I'm going to lay a bit more anchor out. Yeah, I'll do that. And drift back down a bit. That's probably a good idea. And put the other anchor out as well. That's another thing. Also, put a bait runner on. Just in case. You never know. Right, I've just moved the anchor. Put the second anchor out here. Nice and quietly. It's just took the bottom lightly and stopping me dragging too far that way, which is changing the direction of my float, you know, which is making it very difficult for me. So I'm happy with that. And let's get back to fishing. Bait's gone, so I must have had a nibble on that while that was in the water in front of me, but that will be tiny. Okay, be a tiny little minnow or something. Occasionally be putting in a tiny bit of corn as well, just a tiny bit. Just occasionally. Just leave that there so it doesn't get eaten too quickly. A few more maggots. Perfect. Oh, now I've just hooked myself. I'm doing well. It does take a while to get into what you're doing. Here we go. Quite a lot of wind at the moment and a very light float, so this could go all completely wrong. Oh, if that didn't land in a bundle, I'll be amazed. I don't normally do this fishing. I can't do it stood up, you know. I just can't physically do it. There was a nibble. My back won't let me do it. It just won't let me do it. So I'm quite burrowing the line there, but at least it's going down the right line this time. Just straighten that line out a bit. I'm too slow. Oh, I thought I had something then. It's quite a long way away from me, so yes, patience, patience, patience. Nab the bait, which is they always tend to do. But at least they're taking the bait completely off the hook, which is a good sign. It means that there's fish down there that are hungry, you know. So they're not finicky at the moment. I don't want to do that. I'll do that very quick. No, I'm going to have to do that. Like I say, I've not float fished like this off of this boat at all, so I haven't got into any type of rhythm or anything close to it, to be honest with you. So I've given myself a tricky sideways cast, but with a stick float you always want to flick sideways if you're going a distance, if you're casting a distance. It stops the tangles so much. Oh, that's a nibble. Come on, fishies. Little things. Me tinks. That's a much better line though, isn't it? Now I've moved the boat just out slightly and just about 5, 6 meters closer. That looked like a bite. Difficult to tell. Come on, that's the bush. I mean, the float's disappeared, but that's probably my eyesight. No, she's still there, that's okay. What I might do is sit here again and feed, not fish. Give it a little bit of time. I'm going to give it one more run down, and probably I want them to be a little bit hungrier. They're not being hungry at the moment. See if I can force them into a little bit more of a frenzy, that would help. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Like that. Fairly long line, sideways cast like that, you see. I mean, it doesn't help with this new line, but it stops your line getting tangled quite severely, quite a lot. Oh, that was a nibbler. Tiny little thing. Yay! Oh no, lost it. Never mind. It's a fush. It's a fush. Okay. See how it's a sideways flick rather than an overhead cast with a stick float. Doesn't always help. It's not you know, it's not infallible by any means, but it can cut down the amount of tank loops you get. There we go. Finally, a tiny little thing. Look at that. Let's see what we got here. Chublet. Yep, chublet. There's going to be a few of those today, I think. Need me disgorgers. It must have been about 7 or 8 years since I've used a pair of disgorgers. Little tiny chublet. Oh, haven't even had time to see it yet to see what it is. Oh, oh. There you go. Is that dace actually? You tell me. Lovely. Look at that. I caught fish. Had to happen sometimes, didn't it? I've done enough. I had 14 episodes last year with this. But obviously going for specimens rather than sort of anything. So that's worth watching. There's some funny moments and things in that. Definitely worth a watch. Do catch here and there, but I really wanted a day of lots and lots of fish, you know, for you guys, because it's been a bit sparse to say the least. So patience is a virtue. I think I've already said that. Okay. Let's see if we can trick them with a separate run without a flick of maggots in there. Mend the line quickly. Oh, looks like I've got a little bit of a spin up underneath the spool, which is not going to help me at all. In fact, I wonder if I can get rid of that quickly. That way. That way or that way? That way actually. Oh dear. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's one of those. Oh no. Oh. Right. At least it's a push button. Like I say, brand new line on here, so it's not sort of playing ball at the moment. It will do eventually. And I had to do it in the boot of the car while I was setting the boat up, so you know. Another little one. So hope it doesn't get eaten by a pike. There are some lovely roach in here. Look at that, there's one now, that's a little one. Little roach, that one, very common in this country. Very common. Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, there you go. We'll get another one in a minute. That's all good. That's all good. So, as per usual, I'm staying at Apps Court, camping and caravanning. They're not open all year, and they have a lot of big events that they do, so they end up closing for the camping quite a bit. So it's on and off days that they have camping, so they'll get like you get 3 weeks or something like that, 2 to 4 weeks at a time, and then it'll just sort of be a big festival, a couple of weeks of festival, that type of thing. So you do need to pick your time, and I need to clip that up, which will make life a lot easier for me. I'll do that in a minute. Okay. I'm very rusty with this, very rusty indeed. Let's just let that one naturally drift instead of me trying to hold it back. No, that didn't help. Oh no, cormorants. Now, there's your problem. And he's got, did he have a roach in his mouth? No. The Black Death. As bad as people taking fish from the river, isn't it? They've destroyed lakes all over the country. Lakes and rivers. You see fish constantly with big slashes and stab wounds where they miss, well they hit them, but they actually miss them. So they don't actually connect, but they do kill the fish, or at least injure it quite badly. And you're left with a lot of injured fish, aren't you? And there's a lot of cormorants. The trees are black with cormorants in and around my area in the south of England. Certain lakes and rivers that just, they sit in there and roost, you know. It's absolutely crazy. The fish know he's there because I didn't even get a nibble really then. There's no signs of it on the hook. So bit wobbly, but we can bring it round a little bit. There it goes. Try that. Straighten the line up. I might push the fish up here a little bit further as well, that cormorant. So half expect to get a bite a bit earlier. Oh wow, wish that was legal, you know, to do. So many of them. Almost where the cormorant was. It's literally just see the tip of it. Not bad for an old man, huh? Good glasses. Yeah, that's not how pink. Okay. So I do that, that. Get a few more mags in there. I am going to be an absolute wreck by the time I get home. I'm going to look like it's been snowing on me. Oh shoot, that wasn't it. Yeah, okay, that was lucky. Was that saved? Saved. I'll get rid of that as well then. Need to lower that. Oh, this line is really on the edge. I'll try a bit deeper next time. Is that moving sideways slightly? It almost looks like a roach has got it or something. No. Aha, and there's your first tangle. I say tangle, it'll only be hooked over the top, normally anyway. Yeah, it's just hooked. That's fine. Try a couple of white maggots. Normally picks up the smaller fish, but 2 red, 1 white today we got. Okay. Another quick flick of some maggots. Like I said earlier, I got 14 episodes of last year. It's free specimen fishing, parking and access videos all in one video, you know. So I've got 30 free fishing videos if you're interested in that type of thing. Over 30 actually. On the River Thames, that was terrible, I'm going to do it again. On the River Thames and a little bit on the couple of, well actually on one other river, but lots of free fishing in detail. Like I said, free parking, free fishing. I've got to get my head around this. Free parking, free fishing and great access. If you're interested in that type of thing. If you've got a bad back, bad knees, bad anything, and you struggle with your tackle, and you live somewhere near London, you'll be quids in, because it's absolutely free. So just a rod license, a standard rod license that everybody has to carry. I parked for free today. There's a little slipway at the weir. That was great. Launched the boat, pulled it out the back of the wagon, and just literally drove up back into the car park, which is about a few metres away, parked up and jumped in the boat, pushed off, and that was that. Lovely. Oh, love it. So easy. It's a bit close. I'm going to draw it round a bit if I can. It's not ideal. That's a bit better. No. That's a snag, I think. Yeah, I've just touched bottom there, so I need to cast another foot further to the right. I want to keep the depth. Still nibbled. There must be so many little fish in there. Well, we know that. Let's try that way around. That's better. That's what we want. I've got a bite then as well. Right, slightly further out this time. That's better. Let's have that line there. No. Go. Oh, has it come off now? A little bit more depth than a slightly bigger fish. Just slightly, but nevertheless, it's bigger. Quite impressed with this rod. I know it's short, but so I thought it was a perch. Yeah, it is. I love a perch. Absolutely love perch. Look at that. Let's see if we can keep this one on. Well, it's in there. Get the little thing. Oh, come on. Oh eyesight, honestly. There we go. There we go. It's a stripey. It's not very big, and it's very. I can't get it. Oh no! I'm sorry about that. We'll get a bigger one anyway at some point. I've got some big lobworm to put down there, but that was a stripey or a perch. Puts up a bit of a better fight. Bit more of a thumpy type of fight. A little heavier, you know. Let's get that back in quick. That's better. I'm getting the hang of it, just slowly. This stock's a little bit too short for me, but too long. The butt here, it's quite a long butt on there, and it's getting in my way, so I have to hold this rod out quite far, which doesn't help. It's making it awkward, so I'll probably chop the butt off, to be honest with you, a little bit. Right, I need to drag that away from the shallower point. I don't want that to touch bottom. About there. We'll try that. Sometimes you see the float lift out of the water quite high. That normally means a fish has picked up one of the bottom weights and it's taken the weight off the float. It's a bit like the lift method really, but you can strike at those, but I prefer to, unless it's a really, really heavy lift, I'd rather ignore it, you know. Sometimes right at the back of the swim. I mean, I'm away from the bank there, but okay. Let's do a quick flick of some more maggots. That might as well take a risk, you never know, might still have bait on there. If I do, then I'm laughing. Corrected that a bit too much then. There we go, it's another one. Not very big again, but you know, I think it's a roach this time probably. I would imagine. Yeah. Oh no, it's a dace. Yeah, it's a dace. Oh, it's taken the hook well. So I can actually step the feed up a little bit because I'm not getting any signs at all that they're finicky. So I'm really going to step the bait up now. Here we go. Beautiful. Bit more bait in there. They seem to like it. So let's give it to them. Every time I do that, I get a complete head, mouthful, face full of the stuff that they use to keep the maggots dry. That's a better cast. There's a couple of dragonfly there, gorgeous things. Oh, that's a bite as well. No, maybe that was the bottom. Right, skimming the bottom at the moment, I think. That's probably what's happening. Could do a centre pin really, that would be lovely. Oh, that was so slow. I'm out of practice. Terrible, embarrassing that one. It's okay. Oh, look at that, loaded it for me. Very nice of it, huh? long length of line so you can get a good arc when you cast. Surely. That must be the bottom. That wasn't the bottom, surely. Same spot though. Oh, hello. Maybe it was on there and it was that small I didn't feel it. There we go. Going to give it a bit more food. It really does seem that they're hungry, so I don't want them nicking all the little ones, nicking it from the big ones, if you know what I mean. Ah, that was slack. That might snag on the bottom there because it is quite shallow. If I'm lucky, it'll run over it. I think there's a fish on that. Yeah. Oh, just come off. Has it come off? No. Oh, it's doing a weird thing. It wasn't going down the river straight, you know. Well, we want bigger than this. We want bigger than this. Oh, nearly. Try that again. That is the only thing about a sideways cast. You do tend to be a lot less accurate. Let's try and bring that round on its own. There you go, about there. A few more maggots. It's probably going to dip under. And it has. It's disappeared. Missed it. Oh dear. I think that may have been the bottom though. It was stationary. I could see it underwater. So I'm off fishing with a couple of friends of mine tomorrow in a pond up. I can't remember the name of the pond. I keep wanting to call it Monkey Island. I don't know why. Why do I want to call it Monkey Island? I'll think of it in a second. But I'm off up there pond fishing tomorrow. So that's if my back holds out. Hello Smithy, by the way. And I'm going to go up there and try and winkle out some big roach if I can. It's renowned for some huge roach, so... Why do I call it Monkey Island? I haven't got a clue. I can't remember the name of it. I will put it in a comment. If I can't remember, I'll put it in the comments because it's an amazing spot. Amazing place for big roach. Little pond. Going to do a little thing like I did at the beginning of today, which is sit there, but I'll sit there for 4 hours and not actually fish at all. Just no line in the water at all, you know, just one maybe sleeper rod or something like that on the side. But I'll do that, and then I'll only fish for probably an hour and a half, I suppose, something like that. It depends on my back, on everything, because it's really hard for me to do. Even this is hurting me now, so it's hard to repeat, to do stuff repeatedly, you know. Like just doing this reel and everything constantly like this, I'm going to feel it tomorrow, so But Pagey and Pagey and Smithy, out with them tomorrow. I will. This is more like fly fishing at the moment. Yeah, so be out fishing with them tomorrow. That'll be lovely. There we go, a bit more reach. And then a couple of days of rest and I'm back here again. But I'll probably go somewhere completely different now, get away from Weybridge, and I'd like to go to Sunbury Weir, which is just above the lock, right, a little way above the lock. It's a little bit of a motor for me, which is a bit difficult, but this thing will make it easy enough, you know. The only problem you got is that you got to bend round to see where you're going, you know, all the time, because you're travelling backwards, and it really hurts the old back. Right, where's Keir? That's Keir on the left hand side. Keir Starmer on the left. You're a greedy one. You're no name, because this one's bolshy, this one. Proper cocky. Proper cocky. It'll take everything from you, this one. Go away. Not feeding you yet. Made that mistake the other day. I say mistake, I really enjoyed it. Right, keep my eyes on these silly things. At least they're chasing them away. Okay. I can't really do much now. I'm just going to have to sit and wait, which is a shame. Oh, first battery on the Hero 11's gone. Wow, that was quick. Wonder if I can get the battery out. It feels so hot, I don't think I can. Oh, great. Don't buy cheap GoPro batteries. You can't get them out with the camera. They tend to blow. So, don't buy cheap ones. You'll end up with a fire or something like that. See if we can get away with flicking in some maggots. Very doubtful. A little bit of corn this time. Let's see if it picks up a bigger fish. Might grab a nice little roach or something if we're lucky. If I don't cast into a tree, which could happen at any moment, obviously. Right, hand on the spool, mending the line. That wasn't a fish. If that does it again in the same spot. No. Let's bring it round here. Come on, this way. Okay, back with the Hero 11. A little bit of corn on the hook. Long trotting again, but that's just skimming the bottom. I can see it bouncing. You can see it just touching bottom occasionally. It's ideal. It's what you want. Another bit of maggot. A couple of bits of corn. Try again. Reckon? I don't think that was. I think that's the bottom, you know. It's a sharp, yeah, the same spot again, you see. Right, it needs to come up in depth. So that's touching bottom, just skipping bottom. Just want a little bit less of that, not a lot. We'll try that. We'll try that. There we go. bite of sorts, but not the sort of bite I'd want off of corn necessarily. Bring it back over this way, nice and gently. Instead of recasting, I like to use the flow a little bit. Like that. See what happens. I'm holding it back quite hard. Like I think I said earlier, all the links and everything to everything on board here, with the boat including the motor as well and everything, that's all be in the description for you. The clothes I'm wearing, you know, I'm not sure the flippers are, they might be, but the rest of the gear. I use GoPros, that's all I use really. Insta360 last time I was out. I've been testing that, it's quite interesting. But yeah, all the links that you'll need, also the links to the parking with a little slipway there, very narrow slipway, but it's still a free slipway. Well, that's almost down at the tidal. So yeah, it's I'll leave you all the available links that I can give you, and relevant info, you know, in the description. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Love answering messages, you know, chatting to everybody. We have a good community, very polite, very nice, most of them, most of you, not them, sorry, you're human, for God's sake. So very, very polite most of the time. Very rarely get a dodgy message, and when I do I just delete it, so, and then just report them. Oh, that's me looking away again. Oh, I'm so out of practice, it's unbelievable. I can't even mend the line properly. Now, John, the magic of fishing. He's an author, he's got a YouTube channel. He wouldn't make a mess of this like I'm making a mess of this, believe me. He's been doing it, I mean, I've been doing it all my life, bar the last just few years. Match fishing, I've done a little bit of that. I've emptied many a lake. I've got lake records, I've got Irish records, all sorts of different things like that from a while back. But I'm so rusty. But John, he's obviously kept up with it quite a lot, and he really, really does know how to winkle one out, you know. Much smoother than me. And doesn't necessarily strike at the wrong time either, like I do. All I'm doing is thrashing the water, I think. So check out John, Magic of Fishing, amazing channel. Loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of fish. Loads of lovely top spots he goes to as well. Fish is all over the place, so he's moved sort of around the River Way area because he's got it on his doorstep now, which is nice. So he must be loving that with this new season, I'd imagine. But yeah, check him out. Definitely worth a look. Lovely chap. Nice and mellow. He doesn't shout and scream. He's mature and, you know. So, and he does some lovely B-roll. always complimenting him on his B-roll, you know. So let's see if we can get this one down any further than about 3 foot without a nibble. We do have maggot on this time. Don't think that was a bite, I'm not sure. It is quite difficult to control everything with this short rod, you know, float fishing, but I mean, I'm not sort of casting sideways across a river, so it is almost from the back of the boat, but it's, you still get these sort of times where you really do need that extra, or double the length, isn't it? I mean, this is only a 9 footer, I think, 8 or 9 footer, so so I need to try a bit harder to keep everything in line, you know. In this swan I see this. Yeah, because I've just released it as it happened. Okay. Maybe he's dumber than I think. Oh, gust of wind then. There you go, slightly further out this time. Hello Kia. How you doing, mate? My last video I had them all over me, grabbing, biting me, ducks, you name it, it was happening to me. And that doesn't look like that's going down in the right way. Yeah, absolute chaos. I had ducks all around me all day, swans. This is weird. I thought I'd lost my bulk shot for a moment, but I'll move my bulk shot down a tad. Don't want to go too far down because then you won't have more distance between the lighter ones, you know. And I do like to have slightly increasing distances from the hook back to the shot, you know, or back to the float even. It's just a subtle change, not a lot, but it didn't quite look right, you know. Let's try that. Get a face full again. I would say that's the bottom, you know. Now, if it doesn't... No, that's a fish. No, that is the bottom. Ha, yeah. Oh well, okay. There we go. It's only a bit of stream of weed or something like that, I should think. It's better. Just bring it up a touch. Just shallowed it up a tiny little bit again. Oh, here we go. Come on, don't hit the bottom now. I'm gonna have to hold it back. Try that. That was a bite. Can't actually see the float. That's good timing, wasn't it? They shouldn't be. They should be scared of that. Come on, that's right beside that tree. There has to be a fish under there, a perch or something. Crazy. tiny little thing. Huh. And I wonder what that is. Yes. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, these ducks are quite friendly. They were quite good like the other day, and there's a bite that I've missed. I got another little fish. No, lost it. Hello, Kia. I ain't got nothing for you today, mate. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to be feeding you though, not today. Not today, mate. No, no. Just be careful. Yeah. Lovely creatures. Gorgeous. Just wish you could put a bit of red wine with them. That'd be nice. No, no. Oh, they're like dogs. They're crazy. Just pester you. Oh, there's someone else swanning around. You can see ya. Oh, that's Kia. There's Kia. Hello, Kia. Hello, Kia. Yeah, I know. Get out of it. Move. Now you've done it, haven't you? You made some good video a couple of days ago. You did. Amazing. Very dirty though. You really ought to clean yourself up for the YouTube. You know that. Oh, I can't say anything. I haven't had a shave. Oh. Bless you. Go away. I can see what you're doing. You can get rid of them just for showing your teeth. You know, you show the old mouth. But they're alright. They're not too evil today at the moment. Not saying they won't be in a minute. Probably. Been nicking everything off my box like they were the other day, even trying to chew the paper that's on there. Straight into the action there, I would imagine. I'm so slow. This is terrible. Embarrassing myself. Tiny, 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 tiny one. Yeah, tiny little chublet again. I think I'm going to be plagued with chublet just at this point. But what I might do is go down a little bit if this carries on. It's 3:30 now, so I've got a little bit of time. 4:30, 5:30. Well, I'll say that. 4:30. I've got to be back at 6:30 at the Slipway, so I've got 3 hours left, which isn't a lot. So if I could give it another 30 minutes here, we'll be laughing. So I'm getting used to the casting now. I'm starting to get the flow back. And before I go, I will run a lobworm down here as well. Hopefully they're a decent size. rid of your maggots before you leave, by the way. I've heard that helps. Haven't seen any real signs of anything decent breaking the surface this whole time here. I say, I'm talking decent, I mean half pound, third of a pound roach, something like that. Sort of 8, 9 ounces. Not really seen much like that, so maybe half a pound would be nice, but down there a little bit further looked quite nice. I did have a couple of, I got lots of knocks when I was here last year, fishing slightly further downstream. So I might actually give it another, like I say, about 25-30 minutes I think here, and then move off and go downstream to another little spot where there may be the odd chance of a really golden, the gold roach, you know. They're lovely, they are beautiful, lovely condition down this end. So we'll see what happens. Hey, something actually putting a little bend in the rod. Not a lot, but a bit. You know, this is all right. Another little roach. That's a chublet again. Sorry, a bit bigger, slightly bigger chublet. It's not puking up lots of maggots, so it's not. I'm not overfeeding them as such at the moment. So I'll just keep it up. There you go, little chublet again. Gorgeous little things. I think as my casting and strike reaction is getting better, where I'm getting back into the flow as such, I think I'm probably going to maybe land 1 or 2 extra, you know. Could happen. Let's do that. Let's give him a bit more again. Okay. Kia, stay away. You know the rules. We'll have no back chat either. Let's pull that away from the bank a bit. Had a little knock then. Another little knock just then. Long way off though. Looks good. Oh, yeah, I'm getting caught on my. Can you see the rod butt here? It's so long that it's in the way constantly. So I'm going to definitely have to just shorten that a little bit, and then put the end cap back on. But it's lovely. Other than that, it's ideal for what I'm doing, really, for in the boat. Because I mean, I had to thread it in the boat, like, you know, thread the rod in the boat. It's like I couldn't do that with a 13-foot boat rod or anything. So I have to do it sort of on board, you know. Oh, this is so nice. So sat here with my legs in the water. It's got to be 30 degrees in the sun, 28, 30 in the sun, I suppose, with no wind. And the tent, oh my word, it's the worst tent I've ever bought. And I bought a load of tents and had all sorts of different tents. It's an absolutely horrendous tent, so we'll be getting rid of that when we get back. 6 meters long, 3.4 wide, but it's made out of this stuff that for some reason it just, you walk in and it blows your mind, the heat coming through, you know. And you step out the door and it's actually lovely. It's only 24 degrees, 23, 24 degrees outside, but in the tent it's 40 degrees, you know. I've got these Waco fridges and freezers, and the fridge freezer goes down to, you can have it down to minus 22, I think, but it's not gone below minus 18, I think, over this whole holiday, where it's been so hot in the tent, it just can't keep up with it, which is a struggle. So it proves how hot it is, you know. So I'm not, you know, good company as well, brilliant company. I won't say their name, but brilliant company. Normally I've had two or three of their tents before and they've been absolutely fine. Just this model I should say, absolutely horrendous. It's supposed to be a sewn in ground sheet as well, but it's not. It's only sewn in around the bedding area, so the dog just walks straight out. Lucky it's a big field that I'm staying in, so just let him do it, you know. He just goes out, wanders around on his own a lot of the time, runs around after kids. And our new friend Gary, who's been with us for nearly 2 weeks there, he's just a sort of neighbour there that was there, and we got on very well. He's quite a funny chap. He's been to a few places, seen a few things. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to start feeding and stop fishing just for a little bit. Wow, that's a noisy jet today, that one. Blimey. I'm a bit noisy normally, but that was a screamer, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to just start feeding a little bit, just little and often again, and I'm just for a little bit of time, and then I'm going to throw a lobworm on, run a lobworm down there a couple of times, or a piece of lobworm I should say, not a lobworm, and see what happens. So give me 5 minutes. Bit gnarly. Running it right down the side this time. I flopped it under the tree, so it's gotten really close to that bush, but the line's been a bit naughty. I'm hoping there isn't a loop that's going around by the bush of line where the flow's pushing it, you know. It's not dragging it too much. I think we're okay. Yes, I thought so. Right at the end of that bush there, but it's tiny again. Tiny, tiny, tiny. We want some bigger ones. Definitely want bigger ones than that. Right, this one's going to get me one now because it's a big maggot, this one. Oh, that is straight in the face. Excellent. Right, a bit of a short line there, so you've got to let go a bit earlier. That was too early. Stick with a longer line. There you go. Let's get it lined up. We've got time to put another bit of bait in quick. That's where I got my bite last time, just coming up. Can't really see the float, just a bit. Very difficult. Now I can see it. It's come out of that white from the boat that's behind it. Oh, that's a bit too far now, I think. Yeah, good try though. Lovely line, £8 line. I can get the make out. If I remember, I'll try and tell you what line it is. It's literally brand new line, brand new reel. It's the first time I use this rod, so it's all brand new really to me. As I had to buy all this especially for, well, this trip really, I suppose, you know. So I've got all the long float rods, and I've got poles and all the stuff from my match fishing days and the bream bagging days in Ireland and that type of thing. So I have got the gear. When it goes right, I can say I've got the idea as well, but at the moment, not a clue. Not a clue. Okay, bring it around a bit. Let's try that. Out there. Oh, missed it. Had it on. Got time to quickly do another one of those. Yeah, I got this rod. I looked at lots and lots of rods for the float fishing off of here. If you see, it's very soft. Obviously, being quite short, that was terrible. Being quite a short rod, it's never going to have that give that a normal float rod would have. But I've got it as soft as I could get that will handle a big fish, you know. So I've got some huge eyes on it for what it is. It's a pellet waggler float, if I remember rightly. A pellet flagger, I can't speak. Pellet waggler float rod, you know. So it's built for punching out really heavy weighted floats and bagging up on carp on commercial fisheries. So I actually had it on a day out. I met a load of friends from online, you know, from YouTube, people we've been talking to over the years. We had a nice meet and a few YouTubers together, and that was a lovely sort of, what was it, January, February, March the 16th or something like that. It was around then, I think. And had a lovely time. Did a little short video for John, Magic of Fishing, for him to take away. A couple of tench caught, a few other bits and pieces, but it's really just a social for me. I wasn't fishing, so I just wanted to meet everybody, you know, and I'm glad I did. Finally met Smithy face to face, met Paigey. Sorry, concentrating. That was a very good run down. That was the perfect line. So I lost it a bit then. You don't get any closer than that, do you? Do you know what? I'm going to let that one go. It's actually under the bush there, so it's probably going to be snagged. No, I think we might have got away with that. That's going to run very close to the edge. Let's hope it does something nice, like a little perch or something would be nice. Oh, come on, that's right along the edge. Oh, yay. Come on. That's the best run yet, that is. Yeah, I had a feeling that'd be a bit better, just it was the perfect tight line, you know. Oh, the butt on the end of this rod is really getting in the way. It's making it ever so difficult for me. Making it look a lot more difficult than it is, put it that way. Oh, hello, nice perch, is that? I think it's a perch. Yeah, it's a nice perch, that. Oh, do I hand it in? I mean, I've got £5 line on there. Yeah, I do. On the bottom. No, £6 on the bottom. It's not really going to snap that, is it? That's a better fish. That's a better fish. I mean, it's not really, but you know, a little battered old stripy sergeant. Is it a sergeant fish? No, can't remember now, but perch, beautiful. Look at the colours on that, and the swans in the background. Beautiful. Thank you, little perchy. That's great stuff. If I can get it across close to that bank again, see if we can do that. Go away. You're not helping. There's another one. Not as big, but it's a roach, I think, probably, or a chablet. Oh, it's come off. Oh, never mind. There'll be more. So I think we'll stay here just for a little bit longer then. Maybe I should be patient. I'm going to change my hook as well. I think it might just, the edge has just come off of it, so I'll be changing my hook in a second. My word, I'm absolutely covered. Now that should nicely float towards that edge if I get it right. If I keep that loop in that line. Yeah, that might not be a bad little run there. Get ready. Right under that bush. Try not to stop it too much. Come on, fishies. Need to clean the line a bit. It's got quite a lot of detritus on it, so it's sticking on the spool. That's what happens when you fish with quite a heavy line. It doesn't come off the spool very well. Doesn't come off nice and smooth. Come on, this is it. Right along that edge. I can see fish behind it. Oh, I don't want that swan to get too close to my line that's floating on the water. Really long trot this time. Missed that one. Okay, try again. I hope you're enjoying this, by the way. I'm enjoying it. It's been a long time since I've trotted. Years and years and years since I trotted a float. I literally physically haven't been able to do it for years. So it's great to be able to sit in this boat and just play around a bit. Oh, if you only knew what that smelt like. My word. My other half's going to be pleased with me when I get back. Oh, oh, not other half. I always call her other half. Better half. You know? It's a bit more like it, if I'm being honest. Now I've got this camera in the way. It's a little bit trickier to be confident in the cast, you know. Let's flop a few of them out. Right, this time, right along the edge would be nice. Don't want that swan. This is the perfect run. This is a perfect trot, and we have a swan coming. Oh, no, 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 no. Look, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, oh, that was going to be the perfect run as well. Never mind. Not a bad place to have problems, is it, really? You know what I mean? That actually hit my finger. Right, that's not Kia. There's Kia. You know what, mate? Causing trouble still. Good lad. Go away, Swan. Nip one, pearl one, isn't it, with you? And you change your mind again. Deary me. Now, that's a nice trot if I don't get done by them. Butterfly there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Got quite a big bow of line actually sweeping to the left. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but you leave my corn alone. That is right in the spot. I mean, I can just about see the float, but oh, look at that, right along the side of the hedge, that bush. You really would have thought I'd have had one then. I disturbed something behind it then. It's funny. I don't know if I'm just better off with white maggot today, you know. I'll try a single white. Oh, I missed again. Oh my word. Blind. That hook's blunt. Right, I've got to change the hook. Yep, changing the hook. Right, we've got a super sharp hook on there now. A fresh hook. So let's see what happens. Covered again. Put that one in the corn for the moment. No, actually, yeah, pop it in here. Safer in here. There we go. Oh, I know. Right, let's have a little bit of chaos then. Here you go, mate. Here, Kia. You can have some, you can have some. There you go. Oh, what have I started, mate? Hey, what's that bit? On that bit. On that bit. Told you before, actually. Yeah, you're lippy, you are. You're getting there. Over there, then. It's a bit more corn for you. Ah, things we do for fishing, eh? Get out of it. Back. 2. So why is Keir so filthy today? Where have you been? Oh, where have you been? Nom 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 nom. Can you catch though? Can you catch? Whoop. No, you can't catch. Whoop. No, too dumb to catch. Too dumb. Get away from my rod. Hang on. More of them. It's over there. Actually, you're being very polite today. I forgive you. Considering. No. 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 That's not a sausage either. Alright? But you know that. Hey, see, that's better. Be polite. There you go. I'm just resting the swim at the moment, by the way, just to let you know. I'm not just feeding the swans for no reason. Wow. Maybe. Maybe because I like doing it, to be honest. Hey, don't peck me. You know what it's... Chop, chop. What did I say? What did I say? Don't you get ideas? And just leave him to it. Yeah, you help yourself, mate. You help yourself. There you go. Right, that's it. No more. All gone. Quick, put it away. Get rid of it. That's the last bit for you. All gone. No more. Gone. Yeah, chew at the plate. Go on. Ouch! What are you doing that for? What are you doing that for? I've been nice to you. You. Yeah. What do you think? Feel sorry for yourself? No apology? Nah. Quack. Back to fishing. No bitey. No. That's my foot. Stop biting my foot. Get off. It's right along the hedge line there. Look at that. Right along that bush line. Perfect. I'm not actually, I'm just barely touching bottom here and there, very rarely. Oh, this is the one. This will get me a bite if there's a maggot still on the hook. That's my foot. Leave it alone. Here we go. It's coming up to that head. Oh, I was a bit late on that. Or was I? Should I left it? Should I have left it? Stop it, Kia. Oh my word, that's literally the best one yet. I mean, I really ought to think about pulling that one in a bit. It's a bit close. That was the best one yet, mate. Nothing. Think I should move? Think I should move? Do you know what? I'm going to move. Okay. Somehow, I'm going to move. We're going to go downstream just a little bit again. Let's hook this into here so it's nice and safe so they don't get hooked up. You gonna let me go? What do you think? Okay, so we're going to move downstream just a little bit for the last hour or two. If I don't get eaten before then, don't want to turn my back on them, to be honest. There's the beautiful weir again. I think I'll just waz down there this time. Won't be any B-roll. Oh, whatever. I'll do some B-roll. Why not? Always nice to sort of have a look, isn't it? Right. Don't follow me. And that includes you. You're going to tell your mate. That's safe. That's safe. That's safe. 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 That will go into there. That will go into there. Don't want to lose that. That's my rag. That's just a rag. You don't want that. Look. Look. You don't want that. You're just getting greedy. Yeah. Right. Okay. Anchors away and all that. You're going to follow me. The great unwashed. Right, I suppose we go down backwards, shall we? Let's go down backwards. Well, that was my chance there, so... Nice clear bottom there as well, just the odd little bit of streamer weed, nothing too serious.